Hi, for this quick tutorial I'm going to show you how to record a general journal entry. First of all, you must get into your AccountRight 2015, and what it then asks you to do is to open a company file. If you've already done that, was the first tutorial. So I'm going to open a company file, but it's Hogarth's Garden I was using before. Don't worry about the password, just say OK. Using this company for practice. You've only got 30 days left, and if you use it after another few days, obviously be that less than that. What I want you to do is to go to record a journal entry. So we're going to now record all our transactions. So in the first part of my exercise, I've purchased some inventories for 11990. So first of all, I've got to have the inventory account. When I click on the account number there, I'm not going to worry about any of that information. So I don't have an inventory account, right? So I'm going to have it just after my trade debtors. So I'm going to have the number at 500, say. So I'm going to go to New. It's not an other liability. I've got to find Other Current Asset. I'm going to name it 5500. My account is going to be called Inventories. It hasn't got an opening amount, so I'm going to say OK. I have to find that account. There it is, Inventories. I know that I'm going to debit inventories for 11990. Right. Now I'm going to show you this entry with or without tax. So when you get to the tax bit, when we do our first exercises, there won't be any GST. But later on, when GST is introduced, all you have to do is click on Goods and Services Tax, and you'll see something here straight away that the tax, the GST, has been calculated automatically for you. So you don't have to do anything about it like you do with the exercises. So this is quite easy. But to start with, when you do the exercise first up without tax, just have no tax in there. Okay, that was there before. I'm going to include it with tax. So when I then press Tab, it's going to ask me for my other credit, or the credit. It's going to be for another account that I haven't got yet, so I'm going to show you the same process. It's going to be trade creditor. I'm going to have the number as 2110. Okay, the account will be in the name of Pollard. So it's not an equity account. It is an accounts payable account. As I said, I'm going to have that as a number. I want to call it Pollard. Hasn't got an opening balance. So now when I find it, there it is there. Near my creditors. Remember, creditors is the same as accounts payable. So you can see how the program is relatively smart. If it's got a debit, it automatically looks for a credit, and then you should already be used to that. No tax for that. So I'm ready to record this entry. What I'm going to do now is to show you just an entry to make sure that I've got it in my transaction journal. I did something else before that's unbeknown to you, but here this entry off is done. So debit my inventory account. I'm going to credit my Pollard account, and I've got GST credits received. They call it GST paid. So if you're starting off without the GST, that amount should be 11990. Alright, but I've just done that to kill two birds with one stone. So you've got it in there. Now let's assume that I've made a mistake. Let's assume that this insurance amount that I put in there before is a mistake. So I'm going to tap on that, and that's the one I did before, that one of my general journal entry 1. So if I want to get rid of it, I go to Edit, or if I've made a mistake, and you may make one, I'm not sure, but just in case, just go to Delete Transaction. Now it's gone. You can see that the only entry, transaction left on the transaction journal, is this one. So I've shown you how to record a general journal entry and to delete one. Hopefully that's been useful. We'll go for